Hello again. I want to talk to you again about what you might choose to do if you were going on a pilgrimage to the Holy Land, which at the present time is a pretty difficult thing to do. Most of our countries are not allowing us to do it, and even if we could do it, it can be a very costly experience. One of the things that I like about, that I love is in Jerusalem. In the old city of Jerusalem, with its windy streets and its market and its Western Wall and all the things that are so atmospheric, that have always made me feel that I am privileged when I am there. One of the things that I really like to visit is the Temple Institute. Now, the first thing you see when you're on a visit to the Temple Institute, which is right near the Western Wall, the first thing you see is an enormous menorah that would come up to your arms, and it's made of solid gold, and it's in a glass case. And this is like an introduction to the Temple Institute, where you can imagine what it would be like to actually see the temple today, Herod's temple, the temple that Jesus and the disciples knew. The Temple Institute would very much like to rebuild that, but meantime what they're doing is collecting funds and items that to put in the temple, things that you can see. You can see the priestly dress, you can see the whole layout of the compound's not a very good word, but the whole layout of how the temple was. And it was massive, and it was designed for effect. It was you would come in through a darkened tunnel, and you would emerge from that darkened tunnel into this huge plaza that was the court of the Gentiles, and it would be dazzling white Jerusalem stone all around you, with the sun gleaming on it. You would go from, you would see a forest of columns everywhere with the colonnades that were around the edge, and then you would go into the court of the women, which was effectively used by both the women and the men together for ceremony, for all kinds of things. There were collection boxes there that apparently was shaped like trumpets, which is interesting. Collection boxes labeled for all different purposes, for all different sacrifices. You would go up some steps that were sort of in a semicircle, and there would be these massive bronze gleaming doors that you would open up, and through there you would see the great altar in the most holy place, and beyond that, in the holy place, and then beyond that, the most holy place, which would be beyond the great curtain of red and gold and purple and blue, those four colors. And it would just be somewhere that would be a very moving place to visit, if they ever get to rebuild it. But that's one of the things that we will be visiting on Saturday. If you would like to join me on my virtual pilgrimage, walk with Jesus, we will be looking at the 3 years of his ministry. So that's going to include Nazareth, and of course Galilee, and Jerusalem. And I would very much like it if you could join me this Saturday. We will not only be looking at some videos of the Temple Institute and many other things, but also sharing our prayers and worshipping together, having Bible readings together. And I'm inviting you to submit as well any creative piece that you might have for consideration for inclusion, a poem on topic of the Holy Land or Jesus' ministry, perhaps a short piece of writing, a piece of artwork, I would be delighted to look at those things and consider them for inclusion. So if you would like to come along, you go to event.prayerforpilgrims.com and you will find all the information about how to join there. I do hope you will join me. And yes, any questions, Bobby@bobbyanncole.com. Look forward to seeing you. God bless.